the way the notion of heaven has permeated our whole culture, for the most part, completely influences our approach to, or I should say the approach that many, many Westerners have to spiritual practice. The idea that there is a place that is a happy place that we are going to go to, that is a place that is other than the place we are, constantly infiltrates the understanding that we have and the approach that we take to our own inner work and our daily life and our relationships with each other. In fact, it is my personal experience that the happy place that we are aspiring to is right here and right now, and not any place else. And this happy place that we aspire to is discovered through this. Rudy used to put it like this: what we're here to do is to peel the onion. Layer after layer after layer, we are peeling back the onion to discover what is at its core and is its essence. And that onion is us. It is the mass of dissatisfactions that we function from, that is in very large measure a compensation mechanism that we inherited from our ancestors. It really, all of the mass of desire and the drives that we have really in so many ways don't have a thing to do with us. It has to do with the struggles that have accumulated inside us, transmitted to us by our parents, from their parents, and their parents, and their parents. This endless, well, maybe, I don't know if it's too strong a word to say torment, but maybe it's okay to say torment, that seems, to me anyway, to be inescapable from most people. And so we're taught, well, we should be a good doobie, we should, do Boy and Girl Scout-like activities and behaviors, and we should, do this and don't do that and be this, and after we're after we die, we'll go to a happy place. When in fact, the power that has created all of life, the power that has expressed its vibrancy and vitality in the form of all the biological life that exists on this planet, is the essence of what we are and the ground, the meeting place for each of our individual spirits. And to discover that power and its profound abundance, it just nourishes and satisfies all of that accumulated dissatisfaction that we have inherited, and brings us peace and a great sweetness within ourselves. The pathway to peeling the onion is to get in touch with the breath of life within us that manifests in its most simple way as our own individual breath. And to feel in that breath the vibrancy every time you take a breath. And being aware of and feeling our breath brings alive within us. It awakens the chakras. It awakens all the channels. It awakens us to the energetic mechanism that is the foundation of our physiology. And increasingly, as we pay attention to that energetic mechanism and cultivate our awareness of it, it becomes our reality. We see into it, seeing through the layers of the onion into the energy which has, composed itself, an onion or us, composed itself as us, and as we nurture and expand this energetic mechanism, it releases every tension and allows the creative energy, our creative energy, to flow, to awaken and to flow and to express itself. Increasingly unlimited by our mental and emotional limitations. And that flow enriches us profoundly and transforms our entire environment. And it will reveal, as quickly as you are able to absorb it, the extraordinary richness and vitality and vibrancy, the extraordinary sweetness and beauty that is your own essence and by which you are surrounded. And the only other thing I can think of to say to that is, hallelujah. One of the things that is not very well understood, our whole tradition tells us that the source of our limitations are our bodies. The source of our imperfections are our bodies. The source of our sin is our body. And our mind. But this is not my experience. My experience is that it is the accumulated disappointments of our ancestors that is the source of our struggle. And released from that struggle, we find that, first of all, there's no enlightenment that happens independent of our body. There's without your body, what do you need enlightenment for? You may, in fact, come back as a kind of a dummy. Some people would suggest that anybody who comes back is sort of a dummy, but that's also not my experience. It is making contact with your body, feeling your body, feeling the breath in your body, feeling the energy in your body, dissolving the tensions of your body, and beginning to experience the power that motivates this body and the underlying information that organizes this body and moves it in time and space is the release of those tensions and the expression of our creative energy in profound and abundant ways. And this stuff isn't rocket science, it's unbelievably simple. The only thing that dazzles me, because there is like this extraordinary life for each of us that is, hidden inside us under, basically a mound of crap that we got from our parents, who, through no fault of their own, got it from their parents, etc., and so forth and so on. Oh, some of you don't know me at all, but my parents are Catholics. They're very Catholic. They're like extremely Catholic. So, a couple of months ago, a friend of mine, Mary Grace, and Mary Grace gave me this present of having my DNA analyzed for ancestry. And it turned out that the number one country that I am connected to in my ancestry is Syria. And the number two country, or maybe, no, number three country is Morocco. So, you know what that tells me about my ancestry? That my extremely Catholic ancestors were once Muslims who came from Syria to Morocco and then as Moors into Spain, and when they attacked Spain, either, you know, some of them left their DNA in the form of some unfortunate offspring who became my ancestors, or they just converted themselves and moved in and took over. In any case, my Catholic parents are actually Muslims. Can you believe? I can't wait to tell my mother as soon as she's feeling a little better. But it's this kind of complexity that is normal to human beings. It's normal to all of us, that we carry along with us. You know, and a lot of the time we're not even aware of it. The guilt, the tension, the regret, the frustration. This is a part of everybody's story, and it's so simply dissolved when we start to make contact with our body and our breath and begin to experience the awakening of our energetic mechanism. We will realize that there is a power within us that at any moment, any time of any day can liberate us from every tension and create for us, even as we sit in some difficulty, you know, opportunities, possibilities for creative expression that completely transcend the track, you know, the groove that has been ground for us, you know, in the bedrock of our family tree. You just have to do it. You know, that's really the whole thing. Do it, and you get the blessing. You know, think about it, and, well, maybe in the next lifetime it'll happen. Spiritual books make it dramatic. Spiritual books make it distant and whatever, and difficult to attain. This isn't so. It's simple and profoundly beautiful and extremely available to those of us who are willing to simply wake up and remember to make contact with our body and our breath and discover again and again the sweetness in our hearts. The onion will be peeled and heaven will be discovered to be wherever it is that you are. And I wish that discovery for each of you.